What is up, everyone? I bought this dresser on Facebook Marketplace. I've done a similar dresser, but just in the upright version. It was in worse shape than I thought, but Wi-Fi furniture is one of my favorites. It's a nice, solid piece, so let's see how we can update this thing. So as I mentioned, I have refinished a dresser in this same style before, but from White Fine Furniture, just the upright version. And so when I saw this, I knew I wanted to grab it. I loved this hardware on the previous piece, so I will be reusing it on this one. I already know that this is solid brass hardware, but in case you want to test hardware of your own, all you have to do is test it with a magnet. If it's magnetic, it is not brass, but this is not magnetic, so it is solid brass. So I'll go ahead and remove the hardware and replace it with a long screw with some tape on the back just to allow me to easily open and close the drawers during the refinishing process. And I will keep this hardware in a box and then go ahead and shine it up before replacing it at the end. Gonna go ahead next and give this thing a nice clean. So I'm using TSP, which is a great degreaser and cleaner for prepping for paint, which is what I'm going to be doing on this piece. So I've just mixed up the ratio with warm water as it directs on the package, and then I will go ahead and give everything a nice scrub. And at the end, I'll come back with fresh water, scrubby brush to make sure I just get into all these grooves and get any kind of dust or grease or anything that's left. And as you can see, it's pretty dirty, so it's a good thing that I did this, and it's something you don't want to skip, especially if you're going to be painting. And I'll do the same thing on the drawer front. This scrubby brush is really good at getting into these detailed trim pieces that have all the grooves. And then, as I mentioned, I'm just going back with clean water to get all of the TSP residue off before moving forward. Next, I'm going to address the top. So I'm going to start with 80. This will help me just remove all of that raised, bubbled material. And then I'll move forward with 120 and 180 grits just to get everything nice and smooth before filling in with some Bondo. The worst part of the damage, as you can see, the sandpaper is really just showing how damaged that area was and getting off of all of that raised material. That's going to give me a nice, flat, even surface. I actually had the same problem with the other dresser that I did in this line, so that groove around the top really just lets the water seep underneath it and causes water damage and bubbling of the veneer and the pressboard beneath. So I had to do pretty much the same thing there. So yeah, just continuing with 120 and then 180 to give a nice smooth surface, and then I will move forward with repairs. For the repairs, I'm going to be using all-purpose Bondo. So this is a two-part filler that comes with a hardening cream. So you'll just scoop out a little bit, and there's no specific ratio of hardener to the main putty, so you just eyeball it. It says, I don't really think you need that much. I think the more hardener that you use, the faster it will dry, and so I am using a little bit more than typical just because I am trying to get this done today. So after mixing it up nice and uniform, then you'll just use a spreader to get that into the areas that you need to fill. And then I like to just make sure it's nice and smooth. You do want to make it a little bit overflow just so when you go to sand it, it just is nice and flush. And so I'm just also going to keep on that path all the way around this groove and fill it into a nice flat surface. While that dries, I am going to go ahead and work on sanding of the drawers. I am going to pay some special attention to the sides and top of the drawers because I am going to be adding paint to these, so I do want to make sure that there's no sticking. Also, a couple of the drawers, even after checking, the drawer glides were sort of bumping into each other, so I just want to make sure that there's clear space around each of the drawers so that the paint does not scrape off. In this drawer, the drawer glide was a little loose, so I'm just tightening up that front screw to make sure that the drawer slides nice and straight in and out and doesn't bump against the sides or the drawer next to it. Next, I'll go ahead with scuff sanding. So I'm just going to use my Surf Prep sander here to get into these square inset areas of the drawers, and then I'll switch over to a soft foam pad to scuff sand around the rounded trim areas. The Bondo had sufficient time to dry while I was addressing the drawers, so now I can come back with my orbital sander and make sure that it's nice and flush with the rest of the top. Because of the Bondo and all the exposed wood here, I am going to use shellac-based bin primer on the top surface as a first priming layer just to seal everything in. And this will also allow me to see if there are any areas that need more filling, and which I will address in the next step. And as suspected, there were some little shallow areas and different textures that were showing through after I did the primer. So I'm just going to mix up a little more Bondo and fill these in nice and smooth. And then I'll come back and sand this down again once everything is dry. I'm just coming through with my hand as well, just to make sure everything's nice and smooth after sanding that down. So the next step before priming the rest of the piece will be just to make sure I get all of the sanding dust off. So I'm coming through with clean water and a lint-free cloth just to make sure that all of that dust is removed. And as more assurance that I get all of that dust off, I'm coming back with my leaf blower. This will also help to dry the surface a little quicker so I can go ahead and move forward with priming the rest of the piece. For the rest of the piece, I am going to spray some water-based primer. This is Sticks primer, I believe. This sprays really, really nicely and super smooth, so I like using this primer. And so I'll just go ahead and prime over the dried shellac base primer on top, and then do the rest of the dresser with a couple coats of this primer. After giving a couple hours to dry, I did notice that some of the drawer fronts are getting a little bit of bleed through, so I am going to spot seal those areas with some clear spray shellac. This is wax-free shellac, so I can go ahead and paint right over that. In between my primer coats and after my final primer coat is dry, I am going to sand everything with a high grit sanding sponge. This will just make sure that the surface is nice and buttery smooth to accept the paint. And finally, before painting, I'll hit it again with my leaf blower just to make sure all that dust is removed. For this dresser, I'm going to be using Valspar's Cabinet and Furniture Oil Enriched Enamel in the color Jasper. It's a nice dark green, and I will strain that into my Earlax sprayer. Trying this again. Sometimes the sprayer does amazing for me and sometimes it doesn't, so let's see how it does this time. Last time I used this paint in this sprayer, I watered it down way too much without testing it first straight from the can. So this time I am going to try it straight from the can, and as you can see, I am doing some test sprays and it's very, very splattery. I tried adjusting, the airflow down and up, and it just didn't get any better. So I'm gonna water it down, but not as much as I did last time. So probably, I don't know, about 1 to 2 tablespoons for about 3/4 of that quart that's in the can. So I'm just gonna make sure that's nice and mixed up and test the spray again. And after adjusting my settings a little bit, I was happy with how this was spraying. This sprayer is very low pressure, so I am going quite slow just to make sure that I'm giving the paint ample amount of time to lay down, especially with all of these trim areas with the different angles and the grooves. So just going slow. So this is, 1 speed, just so you can see how slow I really have to go. I will speed this up now, just so that you can get the full satisfaction of the dresser being painted. Here you can see it's still a bit splattery, so I don't know if user error with the sprayer or what, but I am going to switch back to my other sprayer for the second coat. Just to make sure that everything is nice and filled in. So after giving this a couple hours to dry, I'm coming back with my Wagner sprayer and just going through. This is 1 speed, so I would say I'm able to go about twice as fast with this sprayer than the other one. With the same paint, it's the same water ratio. I just dumped from one canister into this one. And so also because of these the trim pieces and the grooves and the different levels of the surfaces, I do slightly angle my spray to the left, then to the right, then to the left, then to the right as I am going back and forth, just to make sure I'm getting in all of the different areas. Let me know if you have experience with the Earlax sprayer and what you do to make it spray better. Thanks. All right, without giving too much away, let's take a look back at where we started. This dresser has a super classic design. It had a lot of water damage that need to be addressed, and I feel like I wanted to give this a nice Moody update. So this is the result. I am absolutely in love with this color. I think the brass looks amazing against it. The top, nice and smooth after all the repairs. And overall, I think this color really allows that framing on the drawers to just shine. I hope you enjoyed this makeover. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you next time.